Beep, beep, doop, doop, beep, beep, doop. Beep, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Continue.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trail. That Rose is a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
I love how Barry's just following me. He's like, okay. Yeah, I know about your coffee thermos obsession. I thought you kicked the habit, but okay. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Can I jump this? I currently cannot even jump. No jumping in the trailer parks. Them's the rules. There's my coffee thermos. What does it say on these thermoses? Oh dear. Oh dear. Like, oh dear, I gotta get 100 of these. Did I just casually kick over? Look, unless that's like the most termite infested log ever, you don't just casually knock over a fucking log. Fuckers are heavy. Alright, now where's the person of the people's things? Ready, Brent?
I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Yeah, you're taking me. Oh, the thing that I tried jumping over. I gotta wait for you to open it for me. Oh. So that's how that works.
A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store.
Whoa.
The Scratchin' Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Scratch and hag, rake your claws, and gnash your crooked teeth.
All of the articles details about this stuff
You've
were written
taken
by the
slaves
same
like
lawyer.
ocean waves,
I
now
asked her
feel
how
the
it was,
ocean
and she's that crazy
seethe.
bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
No, it's weird because, like I said last stream, it's been a bajillion years since I played this game, but I have all the songs, at least all the Poet songs, and the Old Gods of Asgard songs on my phone, and, like, they're a regular part of my listening, so every now and then they'll say a line that's just like this lightning strike of, I know that. I see that. Hey, lady, let me in. I need to touch your thermos. Well, she's just standing there.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Please, come in.
No cutscene. I need
Really good.
I need to do the thing.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Oh, snapperino.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
What we got here? Medicated to hate. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, so, like, I know that, like, even before she got possessed, Rose was kind of obsessed with me. But, like, how many copies of the same book do you need? I don't... Alright. I'm just gonna... Hey, Barry, how you doing?
It took a day for me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today?
Yeah,
Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate
could
for
you
Rose.
maybe keep an
Something
eye
used her
on
to get to me
my
and
buddy?
left its mark.
Maybe?
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. Have a nice day.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible.
I need to stop being so frugal with my
Mr. Randall
weapons and
finally
ammo
rose.
and whatnot.
That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. There was no time to waste.
Someone's rocking out.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know?
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
I'm walking away from the radios as soon as the music starts. Because there have been a few content IDs on songs that have played. Luckily, so far, it's been ones that haven't affected anything where it said you're free to use the content. Which may seem confusing. I've heard people at times question why something gets content ID matched if they're not gonna do anything, they're not gonna strike it or try to monetize or anything. You gotta keep in mind there are musicians and people just companies that use the content ID system for analytics because they just want to see how their content's being used, and that can actually they can then turn around and use that to make decisions on how to produce content in the future. So there is reason for the system beyond just copy strike and shit. I don't know why I'm exploring all this again. Or there might be like a new item, manuscript, or something that wasn't there before.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
I'm gonna who what now?
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
I mean... Sure.
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
That's one way to...
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
I just got flashbacks to the opening section of Inside. The first half of Inside was really good. Then it got a little too, like, I don't want to say pretentious, but it just seems to think that it I don't know. I mean, the very end was kind of like a level of batshit bonkers that was kind of entertaining in and of itself. But I don't know why, like, those kind of games always have to, like, feel like they have to be, like, symbolic and deeper than just a,
For decades,
you know,
the
creepy...
darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
I think I see something over there.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wade, but he didn't have a gun.
Gimme.
Rose didn't know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. "Pretty girl," she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
I'm on my way. Out.
Anything over here? No. There's nothing. Well, things ain't going well for you guys.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
Hey, what's wrong with my jacket?
Bigfoot? Over. I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Shit talking my damn jacket. Oh, blimey.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
Oh, shit. Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. The birds took him out. I thought the birds were, like, pushing me along, and I was going to have to deal with both of them. Well, that happened. Oh, no, no. Oh, I thought you shut on me for a second there. A one-way door. Yes. Toggle zoom. Zoom. Enhance. Enhance. I need to get to the gas station. I wonder if there's like any like little creepy details I could spot if I knew where to look. Find the G-Man. Dimus.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Oda Scotch about him, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Alright. I feel like the police would be using more secure. I don't know how walkie-talkies work. Leave me alone. Forget I said anything. Wait, is that
the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Is that like an actual thing? Like if I just buy a ham radio, can I just like listen in on police chatter? Because like I'm the kind of weirdo that would do that. I would just sit there for hours just listening to it. Look like what, hoping for something juicy.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station.
I
The
just
man seemed
looked
like
at
a
that.
decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
No, I think it's just glitching. Okay. I mean, I've played a Bethesda game before. I know a glitch when I see it. Which even that isn't that unrealistic, because I've played games where physics objects were glitching like that, and then they ended up damaging me. Don't you miss? Alright, what did that do?
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Okay. Yeah, okay, just, kick it. Kick it right back into place. This all seems safe. What's this leading to? Oh. Are you... Do I have to, like, be quick about this or something? I'm starting to think I have to be quick about it. I'm so good at fixing it, I can fix it by kicking the air next to it. Alright, let's be quick about this. No dilly-dadding. There we go. Oh. Okay, more of the same. Gimme. Well, to you too. Well, I don't even really need to do that side.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Wait a minute. What do you mean it took you a moment to recognize? Either you know what a flashbang grenade is or you don't. I'm going down here. Ah, there's guys down here. Flashbang. I'm in the light. Hey! That was just rude.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Okie dokie. Now, I know there's a trophy for listening to every radio. I doubt I'll find them all on this playthrough. But I do hope... Yeah, that's lovely and all. I need to grab this real quick. Yoinkus! Could you guys just, please, if I may have a moment?
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, she was screaming in terror.
I don't think they could cross that. It looked like they couldn't cross over the rocks. But anyway, I know there's a trophy for listening to every radio thing you find. I hope that doesn't include also like having to sit and listen to the songs. Not that the songs are bad. It's just for the sake of trophy hunting, it'd be annoying. Alright, where am I going from here? Ow. Oh, shit balls. Boop.
I hope May could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Those what?
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate...
Jesus Christ.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
It's not,
Mr. Wake?
yeah, that is...
I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa, whoa.
Are you just gonna, like, call me every writer you know?
We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine. Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Yeah, Matt Nightingale, he's a special case. And it begins. All right, group up, everybody. Hello. Wait, if there was shotgun ammo there, was there a shotgun I missed? Was there like a chance to get one? Oh well. Do I go up or do I go down?
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
There's... Oh dear. There are people on the roof and everything. Oh, that was weird. Wonder why that particular flashbang didn't need a... You okay there, buddy? Okay, so... I'm thinking that, yeah, this was where I was supposed to go. So if I go back and go up that upwards path. What the hell's up here? I'm lost. Maybe that other path was about to end with a, Yeah, because there's the fucking... That's fine. Give me something to worry about grabbing on my, nightmare playthrough.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Or maybe this was just to get a thingy. Get some flares, get some... Yeah, that's it up here. Seemed like a lot of trekking just to get a pagey. Hey. Not as bad if they make the trek down a little interesting with some boidies. Believe it or not, I actually figured that out. I don't know if there's any reason to shoot those, but I've seen enough of them that it makes me think there is. You know? Don't you miss? Okay, I think I gotta go over there. There's a spot over here I want to check.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
That doesn't sound good.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Toot toot.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
That doesn't sound good. I do have a vague recollection of like inanimate objects being animated. And for once, I remembered. Hey, feller. I think if you do a perfect dodge, you should, like, do a little light burst. Just a thought. I mean, I guess the slow-mo is reward for the dodge. But really it's not, because like it's not like Witch Time or something where you then get to use the slow-mo to do something. You're locked in the same animation that you'd be if it didn't slow-mo, so yeah. But then again, this isn't really
and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I
Like-
hoped I could find a car from there.
the kind of game that kind of thing would really fit in. Like, I mean, yeah, it's the same developer as Max Payne, but it wouldn't really. It'd be weird. That's how I climb ladder. I stand next to the ladder and I hop.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ouch. Can I? I got stuck.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ouch. All right. Ooh, page. Yoinkus.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy duty flashlight, baby. Hey, fellers. Okay. Aha. Sad thing about the thermoses is that I don't even know why I'm bothering to grab them, because I know there's no way I'm going to get all of them in this playthrough. There's no way I'm gonna miss some. So in my next playthrough, which I don't know if I'll do it on stream, I'll have a guide up to show me where to get them all, and I'm not going to remember every single one I picked up, so I'm going to have to check the spots in the guide anyway. Oh, hello. Yeah, I figured that out. Jesus fucking Christ. Really beat me over the head with it. Can't turn on this radio? Oh, turn on TV.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you have?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Can I just say that I adore how unapologetically cheesy those are? Love it.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Was that necessary? Oh boy. There we go. Takes care of that. I just killed a bulldozer. What are you gonna do? Do I have to climb up this? No. Ah.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
I think in the
I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
I think in like the original, that was weird. In the original like intent of this game, like when they originally was developing it and it was going to be open world, all these parts where like they find story reasons or just time skips to move it past the daytime to get to more darkness gameplay. I get the feeling there would have been like side quests and like maybe like non-horror side quests.
I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Like, I'm just letting the car go slow so I can talk. Like little quests to like doing things for like people in the town. I seem to remember them saying that like the town itself was going to be more fleshed out. And from the way that little teaser they did for the second game looks, it looks like it's going to focus more on the town. And I think that would have like say you did like a few quests for Rose, maybe like a quest for Barry trying to get her phone number or some goofy shit like that. I think it would have caused it to have more impact when like things started going bad. And then like once you got past the first of the first of the days, like got to the point where like things were starting to go bad, the daytime quests could have been like gathering supplies, because like I get that it works for the game, but I don't like the way they basically reset your supplies at the beginning of each chapter. But and then like it could have been a thing where how well you did during those daytime sessions would affect how well you could defend yourself during the night segments.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Yep. As much as I'd like to really comb the area for any collectibles, it would just kind of be a waste of time for streaming. Is that not the way I'm supposed to go? Oh, wait, now. That is the other... I think that's the other side of... I don't know. No, because... Give me a moment. I've done gone and let myself get turned around. Okay, there's where I came up. So yeah, that's the other side of the broken bridge. Okay. So this is the way to go. I was thinking there might be more than one broken bridge. Like, it's funny, if I was playing this, you know, a year or two ago, before the sequel was announced, I'd be very somber. And, like, because, like I said, I don't want to keep harping on it, but, like I said, this game was going to be bigger than it ended up being. And it is really tragic to think that they actually did. Like I said, it's been so long since I watched that video, some video I watched about it where there was like some developer interviews and stuff. I don't know how far along they got in, but they did build a lot of the open world before they realized that the engine just wasn't, and the generation of hardware they were on just wasn't allowing for it. So what you play in this game is the open world, just basically chopped up into levels. And it is tragic to think about that, because I like the idea of... Like, here's the thing. I like the idea of a game like 7 Days to Die or something, where you got your daytime segments where you're gathering supplies, and then your nighttime segments, where like you gotta like defend yourself. But those games are usually done in a more sandboxy kind of like aimless. Like I don't want to say 7 Days to Die is aimless, because I think there's like a main quest or something. I mean, I never bothered with the main quest when I played it, but I like the idea of that in a more like structured story driven game. But I'm really hoping that with the sequel they're able to achieve what they had originally, which maybe they won't. Like I don't know enough about the sequel. I haven't I saw like that teaser trailer at, I think it was E3 or something. And that's literally all I've seen, because I tend to not follow developer interviews, because I don't want to I simultaneously don't want to let the hype get out of control, but I also don't want to I want to go in as blind as I can to games. I feel like I enjoy them better that way. So for all I know, maybe they've abandoned that idea, and it's not going to be that. But and if so, that's fine. If they decide to go for a more linear.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that too. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
That is one ugly fucking car. Mostly the color. Why was back in like the 70s and shit? Why was everything beige? Why the fuck was everyone? What? I don't get why. Ugh, grody. So grody. Okay, so there's the coal mine. Hello.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Okay. I'm looking for Blue. I'm watching for Blue.
The kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet.
I see Blue. Give me the Blue. Yeah. Yeah. They could have did blah blah. Oh. Almost missed you, little fella.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good. I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
And oh, okay.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
And how do I... Vamonos? Oh, I just had... Okay. Just had to hop over the... Okay. Alright. Ooh, hello.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Oh shit. I pressed the dodge button. Okay. Gotta go up there. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, I got X. Oh, oh, that was bad. Am I still alive? For some reason, the bar that shows the bit rate has went from green to white. It's never done that before. Oh well, whatever. Not like anyone's watching. Can I? Can I? Oh, come on. There's some light getting through there. I should be able to. Ah, fucking hell. That's not what I meant. Okay, fuck it. Okay, you know, if you're gonna just fucking do all the things.
What the hell?
Okay.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Somehow I feel like the journey back isn't gonna be... I saw you move. Don't act like I didn't see that. Not what I... Hey, you did that to your own damn self. Oh, got some air on that one. Wait, I could have been driving that? Oh well. Hi. I heard those feety steps. Yeah. Thanks for the sage advice. Excuse me?
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Don't touch me. All right then.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Yeah, that don't fit. Hey! Oh. Hey! That wasn't... Why did it go onto the ground like that? Okay. For some reason I can't dodge the chargey charge. Okay, I'm just gonna walk past you guys. Excuse me. Alright, everyone group around. Ooh, hello. Ow.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
That did less than I expected it to. Gimme.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Wait, this don't count as light? There's some ambient light here, but I guess it doesn't count as light. That's fine. Moving on. Whoa, you came out of nowhere. Okay.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Say what now? You zippy little motherfucker.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Oh, fuck. Ooh. Let's go back down to that light. Heal me.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Almost fucked that jump. Boom. I thought that would be enough. It wasn't. I got a key. More excited about a thermos than a key.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Yeah, give the hunting rifle a go. Okay.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up. Birds.
No. There's just no more birds.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Well, I think that's good a sign as any that that's the direction I go for the story. So let's go back up here real quick. Or not? Oh well.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this. I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Wait, what do I gotta do? Aha.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Yeah. Ow. All's well that ends well. Ah.
Shit.
Where'd that even come from? Ah! I got a trophy for it! I knew there was gonna be something. You don't stack up cans like that and not give me a reason. Ooh.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Oh. Hey. Don't tease me. Tom. Tom, I miss you. Tom. Oh. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Did you write this? Oh shit. Whew. I wonder if you know that that's coming and you get to right here and you jump. I wonder if you can skip that part. That'd be interesting.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Oh, and there's the hotel.
Now. I had to get there fast.
But first I had to read.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. I dreaded what I would find.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't tell me he was messing with. she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They got him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh.
Whew.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Alright, well, I need to get something to eat, and I think that's good for stream. And yeah.